And then the second arrangement I want to make is of a different intention. So here I want to look at more man-made lines and man-made flowers. So for often folk lines or for exhibitions, you need something which will last longer. So the fresh flowers you have to replace constantly, and with dry flowers and dry material you can go much longer. It's obvious, right? So what I've made here is like a ball of limonium, and limonium was great. I'll just pull out one piece and I'll show you what it is. So it's like this tiny flower, and dries perfectly. It's already dry. And what I did, I just took a piece of floral foam, you know, like the oasis. People always complain that Ikebana doesn't use oasis. Well, we use it when it makes sense. So it's perfect material for just inserting the flower. Yes, it takes a lot of time to form a large shape, so I'm not going to do it live, but it is quite easy. What you can also do, you can use some packaging material if you're not kind of in a floral-free market. I'm pretty sure you have received some products from Ikebana, and then you can use just regular packaging foam. It's probably not as easy to insert, but it's absolutely doable. So you just push it in and it holds. So you can make a mass out of the material which will dry easily. So this I made when it was still fresh and dried, and it's now going to be good for months, maybe even years. And then with this mass, so it doesn't have to be round, you can make a mass of interesting shape. With this type of technique you can go big and impressive and can do lots of things which you cannot achieve with fresh flowers, or not as easily. And it will be lighter as well, so weight with the floral foam, if you're using it, it's a big problem. So with dry material it's much easier. The other elements I want to use is the little stand. So this is something fairly easily available in the shops for florists. That's not so easy to use it in the Ikebana way, because you want to have it, you know, it's only giving you a straight line. So what I do, I make like custom-made stand. So this is just pipe which is bent nicely, and then you can use it on various stands, and then you can maybe even change shape by just, you know, having a different side. So this is my engineering part of it, and it's very important. You need to prepare ahead of time and know where you're going with this. And then I want to use this as a line, or at least part of the line. This is going to be my mass, and this is going to be like the center of the composition. So what I will do, I will just push it through. And I have to be careful not to completely destroy my arrangement. So I have like a metal fixing on one side, and I will probably have to add another wire to secure it. Just going through the floral foam part to make sure it's nicely fixed. I will look for the direction in which the arrangement looks the best. So probably will stay with something like this. So there is a movement starting, and I want to continue this movement. I don't need the heavy material for holding anything anymore, so I will just add other more interesting materials to it. And if we are talking about color today, I again want to stay with the technique of repeating the color. It's probably the simplest way to show the focus on color. So I have material which is also dry, and it can be nicely combined with my dried limonium. So this is colored, I guess it's colored straw, and I bought it a while ago and I'm using it already not the first time. So what I will do, I will put it around my stand. So I'm going to take it off for now, so not destroying my nice shape. I will use metal wire. So this is, say, similar color. I will use it as a kind of decorative instrument. I'm not going to try to hide it, because it's, first of all, it's adding some shine to the arrangement, and you can make it a bit more modern looking. by combining natural materials and a bit of kind of metallic something. So, and it's going to be very helpful for me to fix and cover my aluminum pipe. I mean, you can use the pipe itself and have it kind of a part of your composition as well. I don't want to do it this time, but I've done it before, so nothing wrong with that. I want to make a little bit more volume as we go up. So why do we want to have it? Like, we want to have line on both sides of the mask. So the start and the finish. It gives more dynamic impression, because really what you achieve is more movement. Just line is a weaker movement, but line which goes through a mask, it gets stronger. So it kind of picks up the energy from a bigger volume of flowers, let's say, or whatever you use. You can actually have masks out of leaves as well. You don't need to always use flowers, so it's an arrangement which is easy to make in a season when you can have only, for example, evergreens in your garden. You can have a mass out of those branches or middle tree bundled together. You can even go with a wire and make a mass out of that. And then mass of the greens, maybe like a Christmas arrangement, right? You don't need to always make them freestanding. You can have them bundled together with maybe some metallic wire on them, and then you put as a mass and make a nice stand with straw or something else seasonal. It's going to be extremely affordable. It will give you some interesting project to work on. So don't only think about flowers when you're making a mask. Try to do it also with leaves or with other materials. Whatever you find, actually. That's the beauty of Ikebana. There is no restriction. You can use any material you discover in nature. You can use artificial materials, especially in Sogetsu Ikebana. Different schools have different views. But Sogetsu School of Ikebana, which I belong to, is very creative and democratic and allows use of different kinds of contemporary materials in our arrangements, so kind of go together with the time. So this is my beginning, and then I want to continue. I'll just use some of the shorter ones, mix them with a bit longer. It can be used in bouquets or for a longer time. So I do the same. I leave a little bit of metal outside so I can fix it onto something in the composition, and I will see. And then I just use the same wire. And I actually want to cut it off somewhere here. Why? Because the wires inside, they are not that long, so they're going back up to there. And I want to make sure I have a chance to shape the very tip of it, and that's where the movement of the line is becoming really important. So the tip of the line in the arrangement, and then I'm looking for a creative, nice line I can add to it. So something I couldn't do with the large part of it, so it's too thick, too difficult to manipulate. You cannot see like it's kind of having a depth to it. I'll just turn it around and look for it. Goes from here and then it comes up. So this is the way I'm going to try fixing it. Or I can even use the tip of the pipe. In this case I just have pipe longer and it's showing on the other side of the mask. Just put it in there.
Here is the final version of the arrangement. Hope you enjoyed the video and you will practice your line, color and mass arrangements. Do subscribe to my Ikebana web channel, set notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!